Alright, so after some disappointing matches, we finished with an overall poor performance. But that doesn't mean the deck's bad. Maybe the pilot's bad, or maybe even the way I built it. It wasn't right. I even lost to a mirror match with the same kind of deck, except it runs more elves. It played more like the Legacy Elves deck with Heritage Druid and Nettle Sentinel. And so this deck probably is a little too slow against a modern metagame, somewhat fragile against cards like Lightning Bolt and Electrolyze, even though some of those matches I did go to game 3. Some of the things I would probably take out are at least 2 Beast Withins, replacing with maybe a Dismember. There were some problematic creatures that we couldn't deal with because we just didn't have the removal. We have access to red. I still like Stomping Ground with Kessig Wolf Run. And Banefire helped us win, I think, 1 game. And that's about it. So I wasn't too impressed with Banefire. So we would probably take that out from the main deck. And we'd probably still take out these 2 and probably replace them with like Dismember. Dismember is very versatile since it only costs 1 colorless and 4 life. We can also take out the ground seals. I don't think they're that good. And replace them with maybe a creature like Garruk Thar. Garruk Thar is pretty good against the non-creature based decks that play mostly spells like blue, white, red control, or even Jund in some cases. Now, Creeping Corrosion we might keep in. Because we didn't play against any artifact decks, but it's still good, especially with how they don't really kill any of our mana dorks, except maybe with Galvanic Blast, and we can get out of Creeping Corrosion fairly quickly. I probably would take out a Harmonize too, just play with 3. So that's what, 2 cards left in the main deck to fill in. I would probably put in more mana acceleration, surprisingly. You see, we're fine. I didn't really have trouble finding them when I needed them to win. Garruk was great. Genesis Wave is, you can't really replace that. Primeval's pretty good. Well, no, he's not pretty good. He's great as well. Burning-Tree Emissary was awesome. And even Eternal Witness. I think 2 Eternal Witness is fine. So, the last 2 spots, taking on a Harmonize, a Banefire can be up to you. Maybe you do want to run another, like, game-winning creature. Maybe Garruk Thar, or if you can think of any other better green creatures, just leave them in the comments. Definitely want some feedback on this deck. So I'll take this opportunity to say that since I run the video side of Gathering Magic, I am going to add more content beyond Play on a Budget, Judge's Corner, inside the deck. We're gonna have some interesting videos coming soon, and we're gonna have some like primer videos where we're gonna have a couple players who are actually good at these decks give you like a run through of how to play the deck, a little primer of, like, say someone who plays Tin Fins in Legacy, he's going to show you how to play that, or someone who's an expert Splinter Twin player has been playing it for the past year and has maybe top 8 a couple PTQs, will show you how to play that. So we got some great stuff coming up with Gathering Magic, and I hope you enjoyed my videos. This is actually my first time doing something like this, but I have practiced before, but never actually posted the recordings. I like this deck. It's budgeted, and when you get it, there's cards that you're going to use, like Nykthos, Shrine to Nyx. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. Burning-Tree Emissary is Burning-Tree Emissary. Primeval Titan is Primeval Titan. People seem to love this card, Genesis Wave. It's $6 right now. It could go up to 10 just because it's not only good and modern as a fringe deck, but it's also fairly popular among the casual players. Craterhoof Behemoth is always a card that's played in Legacy and maybe in Modern with this deck, and Regal Force is the same thing. Also, we got Eternal Witnesses, Harmonize. All these cards, like I said, are fairly stable cards that are going to return later on in a premium deck in Modern. Same with Asceticism. If you put that in your sideboard, it's a great casual card that Commander players play with. Like, don't feel bad if you play or if you buy this deck or trade for it it's a budgeted deck, so it wouldn't cost you much, and there's a lot of cards that you can use in here for other decks, like Primeval Titan. He's using Scapeshift. You can always eventually move and build this deck into Scapeshift once you get all the shock lands and fetch lands for it. Now, so that's basically it. On a budget, thanks for watching.